Fidelis Care offers quality, affordable health coverage for children and adults of all ages and at all stages of life. Quality health coverage, it's our mission. Call 1-888-FIDELIS or visit fideliscare.org.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Every week at this time, we're going to take a look at our local college sports programs. We begin this week with the honor roll of local college athletes, brought to you by M&T Bank. At M&T Bank, we're listening, learning, and working hard to understand what's important to Western New York. It's what we've been doing since 1856. M&T Bank, understanding what's important. In at number 3, it's Daniel New of U of R Swimming and Diving. He captured wins in the 1 meter and 3 meter boards, helping the Yellow Jackets to a 3-0 sweep of Grove City, Gannon, and Case Western Reserve. At number 2, it's Clifton Lyerly of Brockport men's basketball. He's off to a hot start, scoring 30 in the season-opening win over Hampton-Sydney College, then adding 24 against Case Western Reserve. In that one, Lyerly passed 1,000 points in his Golden Eagle career. And topping the list, it's Emma Jones from RIT. She made history once again, becoming the first woman to earn All-American honors at RIT in cross-country, finishing 34th out of 280 runners at the NCAA Championships in Louisville. Time now for our local college spotlight, Athlete of the Week. They're trying something new at Roberts Wesleyan this year, adding women's bowling to the school's athletic offerings. And Gabby Godfrey couldn't be happier about it. When Gabby Godfrey's bowling career came to an end at Spencerport, it seemed like her days of competing on the lanes ended with it. But now, thanks to the addition of a bowling team at Roberts Wesleyan, that's not the case.
I was really excited. I know my dad wanted me to go to college for bowling, but I wanted to stay here and save my parents money, and it's a really great opportunity because we have this here and it's making a lot of us happy and we can stay close to home.
She's been bowling since she was 5 and pretty much grew up on the boards here at Gates Bowl. Most of the time, it hasn't been as serious as it will be once the season starts. There's a big difference between doing it for fun and competing for your school.
It makes you a lot more serious, and it makes you so much more frustrated when you're not bowling well. And so that can mess up our game a little. With casual bowling, it's just like, oh, it doesn't matter how I bowl. And then with more competitive, you watch more what you do.
Gabby has definitely stepped up a little bit as a leader already. I didn't assign captains. I just wanted to see how the girls' personalities played out before doing any of that. But Gabby has definitely stepped up as a leader without me even telling her to be.
The right approach is something the coach knows a thing or two about. Heather DeRico competed on the Pro Tour last summer, giving the Redhawks a great person to look at when it comes to being successful.
It's been really, really exciting to have a women's tour again that we can bowl in. For so long, we just had a bowl with the guys, and which that was fun too. But now that we have our own women's tour, I got to go out there. The first year I did all the stops, and it was really eye-opening, just to bowl against the best women in the world that would come out to these events. It taught me a lot as a player and as a coach.
The list of things that go into throwing a successful ball is pretty long, and letting one of them slide can make all the difference.
You have to pay attention to your form, you have to pay attention to your speed, you have to pay attention if your wrist is breaking or not. You need to know where to stand, you need to know what arrow to look at. It's a lot different than just bowling.
Gabby is a psychology major, and that might come in handy at times. After all, the right attitude can go a long way in this game.
Bowling, a lot of it is a mind game, so if you think you're not going to bowl well, you're not going to bowl well. Or if you get upset at missing that one spare, it's going to affect your whole game.
But the most important thing in bowling is your mental game. So you could be phenomenal physically on the lanes, but if you don't have a strong mental game, that's where you're really, really going to struggle against the best. I don't have a whole lot of expectations for the team, which I think is a good thing because you're going to be surprised either way. I just want us to go out there and give it our best and try to be competitive this year, and give them an idea of what to expect for next year, what they're up against, how much they have to work in order to be competitive against these other teams. So I just want it to be a very eye-opening experience for the girls this year, because a lot of them are coming back next year. Majority of them are freshmen, so it'll be a good time to learn.
When we return, JC DeLass welcomes Fisher women's soccer coach Jill McCabe into the Coach's Corner. And later on, Kim Bertson has our Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Dave. We've got that and a lot more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat returns. As we head to break, here's a look at the Nazareth Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Nazareth College. As we come back from break, here's a look at the Geneseo Athletes of the Week, brought to you by SUNY Geneseo. Welcome back. Thanks once again for joining us on the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Each and every week at this time, JC DeLass from WYSL Radio will help us get to know an area coach better with the Fidelis Care Coach's Corner. The Fidelis Care Coach's Corner is presented by Fidelis Care, quality health coverage. It's our mission.
This is JC DeLass with this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner, and our guest this week is the head women's soccer coach at St. John Fisher College, Jill McCabe. Coach, you're in your 17th season here at St. John Fisher. Do you feel like your coaching style has changed over the years?
No, probably not drastically by any measures. It's always been typically, that we're looking to put a good product on the field, right? We're always trying to play our top type of schedule, so we're going up against great competition. And that's to, try to help develop the program to continue to grow, to be a national contender, and also for the players. That's how you become better, is by playing better programs.
Is it an attacking style of soccer or more defensive oriented?
It's a possession style, so I'd say it's more technical, more possession style. But we're gonna attack with numbers. We're gonna defend with numbers. So it's a little bit of both. Soccer is kind of interesting in that regard. We don't pack it back and just play defensive minded, and we don't just rush forward either. So it's I would say it's more of a technical possession style is probably the better phrasing.
At this level, Division III, what do you think are some of the keys to success in working with these student athletes?
I think being understanding and recognizing that they have a lot on their plate and they're not here just for soccer by any means. They're here for their education and trying to help them grow from being in pre-adolescent, from high school years where you have kind of mom and dad overseeing a lot of things going on, and then growing into a young adult where you're making a lot of important decisions, and having success in college, especially in the classroom, is really a key important factor for your future.
When you're out recruiting, is there a certain type of student athlete that you're looking for to bring to St. John Fisher?
Sure. I mean, obviously we definitely want them to be talented in terms of soccer, but it's more than that, and that's what the college is focused on in general for all of our athletic programs. Is we want someone that's going to be able to perform well academically here. So when I'm not calling up admissions begging for a favor to get someone in, because in reality it's going to might be setting that player up, that student up for failure. So we want to make sure it's a good fit both for them and for us, and that they can perform academically, and that we have the academic offerings that they're looking for.
You also have a lot of administrative duties here at the college: associate athletic director, senior women's administrator. How do you juggle the administration along with your coaching?
It's very difficult. It's extremely time consuming. You know, I have administration stuff on my desk every day. So when people think of me as a full-time coach, that's kind of probably a false label, because I'm a full-time athletic administrator and maybe a part-time coach. But the good thing is I'm here, so if they do need me, they can pop down and stop in my office, and I have some good flexibility in that regards. But yeah, the administrative portion of my job is extensive and very time consuming. So I typically say goodbye to my family and my friends in early August, and they know they won't see me till December, just because of the long days and excessive hours. So.
Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Yep.
And thank you for watching this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner.
Kim Burnson is up next with our Scholar Athlete, and later on we take a look at the rebirth of wrestling at RIT. We've got that and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat returns. Before we go to break, here's a look at the RIT Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the Rochester Institute of Technology. As we come back from break, here's a look at the SUNY Brockport Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the College at Brockport.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson. It's time now for our Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Dave, Digital Audio Visual Environments.
Where can you go to get expert advice and installation on TVs, sound systems, and automation for your home, car, or business? Come see Dave, Digital Audio Visual Environments. ComeSeeDave.com.
This week, our Scholar Athlete is Dominic Gubai, a senior forward for the Golden Flyers hockey team. Dominic is a business management major at Nazareth. He's returning for his third season after transferring in his sophomore year. He had a dynamic impact on the team after leading them in scoring in 2015. Dominic was named Nazareth Scholar Athlete of the Month. On top of that, was named to the ECAC West All-Academic Team for having a GPA above 3.0. For his impact on the ice and in the classroom, this week, Dominic Gubai is our Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Dave, Digital Audio Visual Environments. Now with a look at our college calendar, here's Dave Yates.
Here's our local college calendar for the week ahead. Today, the St. John Fisher women's basketball team hosts Medaille College at 6 p.m. On Monday, it's more basketball with the RIT women's team playing Allegheny, also at 6. Tuesday has another basketball game to watch. The U of R women host Brockport in a big matchup. That's at 7 at the Palestra. Also Tuesday, Nazareth hockey goes against Buff State at the Bill Gray's Iceplex at 7. Friday and Saturday is the Brockport Early Season Classic track and field meet with men's and women's events both days. And finally, Saturday has some big matchups on the ice with Geneseo hosting Fredonia at 7. And the women's hockey team at RIT taking on Syracuse in the afternoon at the Policini Center. That is our college sports beat calendar. And now here's how some Section 5 alums are doing at colleges outside of Rochester. It's a segment we call Postcards from College. Ernest Edwards of Aquinas has gotten to show his versatility this year as he threw a 13-yard TD pass on a trick play versus the University of New Hampshire. Edwards has thrown a TD, ran for a TD, caught 3 TDs, and returned a kick for a TD. Kyron Brown Wallace of Eastridge wrapped up his career at St. Lawrence by winning the Liberty League Defensive Player of the Year for the Saints. Quentin Rose of Bishop Kearney kicked off his college career at Temple with a 12-point game. He's currently averaging 8.3 points a game. And Pittsford Sutherland's Katie Smith has put her name in the Notre Dame record books, taking part in a record-setting 400 free relay at the Greensboro Aquatic Center Invitational. Those are our postcards from college. Coming up next, it's our honor roll of teams, and later on, the Tigers wrestling program has made some changes, but the focus remains on winning. We've got that story and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat returns. As we head to break, here's a look at the Roberts Wesleyan Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Roberts Wesleyan College.
As we come back from break, here's a look at the St. John Fisher Athletes of the Week, brought to you by St. John Fisher College. Welcome back, and thanks once again for joining us on the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Here is our honor roll of local college teams. At number 3, RIT women's basketball off to a 2-0 start, defeating Occidental 60-58 on the road in Los Angeles at the Occidental College Tournament. At number 2, MCC women's soccer. They lost in the Final Four to Paradise Valley Community College, battling for 110 minutes through 2 overtimes before losing on penalty kicks. MCC made it to the semifinals by beating Butler Community College 3-1 behind an Eleni Marco hat trick. And topping the list, Geneseo men's cross country finished in second place at the NCAA Championships in Louisville, the best finish in program history. Isaac Garcia Casani took 4th place for the men, earning All-American status for the 2nd straight year. And now it's time for our Spotlight Team of the Week. The RIT Wrestling program has a long and storied history, and they are embracing it, along with some changes.
Baseball grip, right hand, wrong hand, response, singles or double. Make him lead and react.
Jason Bavenzi is among the few men who can say he has been the RIT head wrestling coach. When the Greece Athena graduate was hired earlier this year, he became just the 9th coach in the 90-year history of the program. There's a great deal of familiarity between him and the team since he's been an assistant for the last 3 years. But now it's time for him to shape the program the way he wants it to be.
Well, obviously we want to try and expose to the wrestling community. RIT is a destination place for excellent wrestlers to come, not only to get a great experience on the mats, but also utilize the academic opportunities that are afforded to kids here. I've really, over the past few years, I've really marveled at the opportunities that have been made available to the kids who are graduating from this school, not just the wrestling aspect of it, but from all the students that go to school here. My goal is really to implement my vision and then also give them the same experience that I had as a college athlete, which for me was a very special one. So,
knowing Coach Bavenzi, I know his vision is to be at the top. I mean, this isn't trying to just slowly improve from where we are. I mean, he wants to take this program as quick as possible from where we were to being top 10. And I know he can do it. He's gonna recruit hard. His practices and his coaching technique is just insane. So, he's not setting the bar low. It's up here.
Bavenzi is not afraid to put in the work to see his vision become a reality. He's got one crucial thing going for him to make it happen.
A lot of energy. It's good. He hypes everyone up. Keeps us going. Positive attitude. He makes us kind of want to work harder. Makes us want to keep going. He'll stay here. He's here before us and after us. He'll help you out. And just pretty much whatever you need, he's always there. It makes you want to. It makes you want to work too. It feels like you have to. Like you guys, he's there. It's like you're ready. It makes everything all come together a lot better.
Our culture's improved a lot. We're hardworking. Every practice we're getting at it. Even if we're learning new skills, sometimes that's less intensive, but we're putting a lot of brain power towards it. Every day we're getting better, learning new things. So right now, the focus is really change and just progression, and I think we're seeing that.
Bavenzi isn't the only new component to this year's program. The room the team practices in has been totally redone thanks to alumni donations. The improvement means a lot more than just a new space to work out.
They really enjoy coming in here. They work very hard. Even on a recruiting basis, you have kids coming in and you show them and their parents, you open the door and they look in and they're like, wow, it's really nice. We have our All-Americans and academic All-Americans celebrated on the wall, and the alumni who've come back, come in and they look for their name, and the kids who are in the room, they want to see their name up there, so it gives them, makes them a little more goal-oriented with regard to trying to achieve at the national level. So
coming in this year compared to years past, it's really just a lot more exciting. Obviously, we've had a lot of things change. The room's been renovated. We're renovating other things like the locker room. We got the new weight program, new coach. It's just super exciting time to be in here. I mean, you come in here, you're full of energy, you're ready to go, and I think that permeates throughout the whole season.
The old room just kind of smelled old. You can tell it's been a lot of years. The tradition was nice in there, but it's just kind of old energy. This new style, it just kind of reawakens the squad, reawakens everyone. It's a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. It's nice.
I mean, even the color, you know, the new color, it gives me the sense of just like elite, you know. And it's obviously more comfortable to wrestle on than the last one. But I think the biggest thing is it shows us that alumni are backing us, you know, because it was completely, you know, built by the alumni donation. So it's just something that gets you excited to work every day. This really just kind of emphasizes change now, you know, gets like a spark for everything to move forward.
It's really been an exciting time. There's a lot that's gone on in the past few months, but I know the kids are really enthused and really excited about it. You could just see they have a new energy and appreciation, and they feel like their efforts are being recognized. So it's been exciting.
Well, thanks everybody for watching.
And a special thanks to our sponsors, including Fidelis Care, for making the College Sports Beat possible.
We'll see you here next week.